Sex trafficking is a huge problem, and it's a problem that envelops every area of the country.
So I really think it's important that we know that trafficking doesn't always look like it does in the movies. It has a whole different look to it, and it can happen to any child, anywhere, from any demographic. All kids are at risk for being trafficked. Kids who have been sold by their parents for rent money or drug money, or the older boyfriend who has his younger girlfriend provide services to some of his friends so he could pay off his debt.
Traffickers know exactly where they want to go. Whenever there's a major event in a city, you're going to see sex trafficking loop up because that's where a lot of people are congregated.
Social media plays a huge part in the world of trafficking. A lot of kids are raising themselves off of social media, and it gives them opportunities to meet people they never would have met if they didn't have social media.
It begins and ends with a support system and getting them from that point, from being a victim to that point where they're in charge of their life again, and you know, they're the warrior.
I want other people to know what's going on, and that is going on right here in your own community. I think people have a tendency to think, well, it's over there, or those kids, and that's not the case.
It's important to keep this awareness going and make sure everybody knows that this is a real problem.
Working in the office, one of the things that I see is the amount of referral calls that we get.
It is agonizing when we have so many referrals coming in and we just don't have the space to serve all of these young people that really need help, and they're ready for help.
Many of those abusers, the pimps, traffickers, the johns, the people who are paying, are men. So the challenge that I face is how to approach them in a caring way, but also a balance.
The challenges that I truly face are the ones where they have those intrusive nightmares, or they feel like they're never going to be anything more than what they were out on the street because that's what they've been told for so long.
It is a slow and messy process coming back from this trauma.
What I love about just our program is that it's able to stick. It sticks in their thoughts, in their mind, and they go out and do better things because of it.
In December of 2017, we were gifted a beautiful home that sits on 17 acres. This home is 15,000 square feet, and we will be able to triple the number of girls that we can care for once this home is open.
I am so excited about the new house. We plan to triple our numbers, so to go from 5 to at least 15.
I think most of the girls, when they leave and graduate the program, they have a new sense of hope that they never had before.
I love hearing back from girls and they want to tell me, Miss Erin, I was faced with this situation and I knew how to handle it. And remember when I started and I would have exploded, but I was able to ground, or I was able to use my sensory tools to get through it. That's a very rewarding story to hear.
You know, I've seen a lot of girls walk through the door and they have that all or nothing thinking. They lack a lot of coping skills to be able to carry them through just daily routine.
After everything that they've experienced, after everything that they've been through, showing up is huge, and just that they show up every day to class wanting to learn is a big deal. And that's where healing happens, even in the classroom. So that's a joy for me every day.
When I first started, there was one kid in particular that I thought she had run away, and I thought, oh, we didn't make an impact. A few years later, she remembered that the people at the Covering House supported her, and she remembered that it was a safe place to be, and when she was ready, she came back to working in our community-based services.
But I've seen a girl go through the whole program. I've seen her graduate from high school. When she came in, didn't have the credits that she needed, so the Covering House was able to help her through high school and have her graduate. That's huge.
They had a young lady who was 5 years old and was trafficked by her mom until she was the age of 13. And she not only graduated high school, she has graduated boot camp with the Army, and she's just so excited and thankful, and said that, she wouldn't have seen her life as anything but for sex if it hadn't been for the time she spent with the Covering House.
Just them gaining that self-esteem and that self-worth that they did not have in the beginning is a huge impact, and it's also why we do what we do.
Having an organization like the Covering House who requires and needs funding in order to help our children is essential to this process.
We need help to cover her costs. We need help to expand our services. We need help to open our doors at this new facility to care for more children. That's the long and short of it.
And without those services, we're setting these children up for failure to return back to a world that we fought so hard to take them from.
As a child, their job is to play and learn and grow and be safe while they're doing all of those things. And as adults in this community, and it's our job to make sure that they are safe.
There's a quote that has been on my heart for as long as I've been an educator, and it's by John Dewey. He said, what the best and wisest parent wants for his own child, that must the community want for all its children. And they are our children, so we need to be there for them.